Hey everyone, my name is Kevin and I'm back yet again with another new video, and today we're going to be reviewing the Banana Splits movie. Now the Banana Splits movie is one of those movies where a studio believes that this should have been that to begin with and just straight up reimagine this entire premise of the show and turns it into that movie. And that's exactly what they did for the Banana Splits movie. Now, just to let you know, the Banana Splits movie isn't really the first time they have been on screen. In fact, this is their second, and maybe their last. Maybe. Because their first screening was of them being the Banana Splits was pretty much centered around these guys dressed up in costumes and stars Fleagle the Beagle, Drooper the Lion, Bingo the Ape, and Snorky the Elephant. And it's pretty much about these four gangs of animals pretty much having fun, doing goofy stuff all throughout San Francisco and in their studio around between cartoon segments. Like after a cartoon is halfway done, they start and then they end it and then we go back to the cartoon. And that's what it has always been. And then they just edited the entire script and made it into one episode back in the old days. And after that, they pretty much canceled the entire series. But it's okay because they were able to reboot it. Because that's exactly what this entire movie is an entire reboot. Now there is an explanation as to why did Warner Bros. Choose to make a horror movie on a cartoon, baby's cartoon. You see, they have this studio called Blue Ribbon Content, and they were in charge of making lesser known Hanna-Barbera properties. And and then one of their properties was pretty much the Banana Splits. So they straight up turned it into a Five Nights at Freddy's ripoff movie because the Five Nights at Freddy's movie was originally supposed to be made by Warner Bros. But after Scott Cawthon figured out what the original script was, he straight up left Warner Bros. And went to another studio that could actually help him make this movie possible. And then Warner Bros. Lost the rights to the Banana Splits. So now that you guys know exactly as to how and why did they make this movie, now let me tell you my personal opinion on the movie. Now let's talk about the story. So the story here is that a little brother is taken by his family to see the live taping of the Banana Splits. Little did they know that this would be the last time we would see the Banana Splits both in live action and in their show because the studio or the head of the studio decided to cancel the show, and after that that's their last. And he wanted to try something dark and edgy. Little did he know that he's going to die very soon. Anyway, one of the Banana Splits realizes that their show will be canceled and they'll never play in front of kids ever again, so they're going to kill everyone in the building except for the kids. They're going to capture the kids and put them in a basement so that they can make the show last forever, because as they know, the show must go on. So, yeah, that's pretty much the entire story. Let me just go ahead and tell you that the kills are in fact pretty cool. I mean, there's this one scene where one of the Banana Splits, which is Trooper, shoves a lollipop down one of the new characters' throat because he's a human, and they're not robots. I mean, they're robots. Let's just say that in this reboot, the Banana Splits are robots in this universe, and they're made by Taft Studios, so it's not Warner Bros. In this universe. It's confusing. I understand. I know. And anyway, they shove a lollipop down their throat. They cut a boyfriend's body in half, and the girlfriend Poppy ends up being the next main villain for the sequel because, yep, in the end, they're making a sequel. Or then again, they might not. I'm not really sure. And let's just say that this movie is a pretty good step. But as for the visuals, they're pretty cool. I mean, when it comes to movie making, it just looks like they're just doing one of those things where we see the characters, we see where the characters are going, and then we see the Banana Splits. It's one of those movies where we just film the characters and where they're going, and it's always shaky and stuff. It's one of those movies. I guess Warner Bros. Couldn't go for the budget of making a full script movie, so they made one of those straight to DVD movies because it is actually going to DVD, straight to DVD. So overall, I really do like the Banana Splits as to how the Banana Splits movie as to how it was supposed to be set up as, but they could have just made a reimagining to the Banana Splits. So the characters are, well, pretty basic for the Sci-Fi channel. Let's just say that in the Banana Splits movie, Mitch is, well, a cheating dad who is going out with his assistant, and Beth is the supporting mom that tells the sons to just be okay because it's gonna get better from here. And Austin is the great brother who always looks up to his mom and his little brother. And Austin is the kid who loves the banana splits. And the banana splits are actually pretty cool. They are kind of boring killers because they're animatronics, and seeing as to the fact that they're animatronics, it looks like they can easily be pushed over. Like when they're trying to get you, you can just push them and they just instantly fall down. And it's kind of weird how they have the ability to rip someone's limb off and bend a finger, but they can't punch a guy so hard that their head ends up falling off. Overall, I do really like the banana splits as to how, despite the fact that it felt really rushed, it was still a pretty good movie. So overall, I really do like the banana splits, and I think you guys should watch it too. So there you have it. This is my review on the banana splits. So let me know in the comments below if you guys seen this movie and what's your personal opinion. Of course, you guys know that this has always have been one of those reviews where I spoil everything. So you guys should have watched it by now. But if for those of you who haven't, you guys should watch it because it's really that good. Although there are some of my friends who prefer watching regular movies, I'm sure that if they watch this, they would actually like it. But that'll be all. My name is Kevin, and I look forward to hearing from you.
We're gonna have so much fun!